closer. We have waited so long.
I feel crazy saying this, but Kostya was right. We should have let Solace Keep fall.
Crazy is one word for it. You really think you can just burn down someone's ancestral home?
Dearie, the keep isn't a home. It's a prison. And now the Pargrunen will never escape.
Solace is my home. I still don't get why any of you feel like you have a say in this.
But you left.
Because I chose to. Kostya doesn't get to make that decision for everybody.
If Kostya doesn't, Mihala will.
Exactly.
The Pargrunen have always had the choice to leave, and we've seen very few take it, dear.
If anything, I imagine Mihala and her traditionalists will only make it harder to leave now. You know your own mind. There's something to be said for that.
True. And you've a date with the gods soon. We can only hope that you'll make better decisions.
And that's not all. Not to spoil the moment with good news, but I doubt the rest of the island has been quiet. Things have only gotten more tense since Fjord, and the Steel Garrote probably hasn't been doing...
Especially when they're led by a woman who doesn't seem interested in state. Not to mention, after we take care of the Envoy's little god problem, we'll still have an empire bearing down on us. We should be so lucky.
Can't say I'm too excited about just walking into the garden. I grew up learning I needed to protect that place. But it never felt like more than it.
I hear you. This island is weird enough when all we have to worry about are vengeful plans, and so...
Am I the only one who's looking forward to the garden? We're pioneers, stepping into the great unknown.
We have to remember to love them in spite of their lack of proper enthusiasm, dearie.
That's the spirit. And funny you should mention it. I have a theory about the garden. Or a warning. Sapadal has been imprisoned a long time. The garden will be a reflection of their dreams.
I wouldn't be surprised if we saw visions or hallucinations.
Sanity won't get us through the garden. Madness opens the mind to discovery. So, before we go any further, I have to ask you something. You told the Inquisitor that you intend to free Sapadal. Set them loose upon the world. Everyone deserves freedom.
I could make an exception for a god with the power to destroy us all in a tantrum.
Sapadal is responsible for the spiritual health of the living lands, no matter what the Inquisitor said. I don't believe there's a right or wrong. Just one. Remember, we're stepping into a realm that is both physical and spiritual. There's no telling how long we'll be gone. For all we know, time could run.
Not a chance. We're a crew now, so... Marius?
I told you I'd be with you till the end. I don't go back. What about you, Giada?
You're not going into the garden without me. Yatsli, if you feel like running back to Quilici...
And tell Quilici that I missed out.
Fair weather or foul.
I plan on wandering the garden whether I'm traveling with you or not.
Agreed. I'm not waiting in camp while the rest of you have all the fun. Hope to see you out there, Ma.
Well, let's go then. We can't keep...
That meeting of the Solace Council did not go as planned.
It was a whole lot of exactly what I expected, honestly. It's all processes and traditions and arguments over texts written by non-Jews centuries ago.
Same story everywhere. Though, much of Rauatai's history is recorded in chants, so half our debates are sung. It doesn't resolve our feuds, but it does make them more entertaining.
Do you think there's hope for the Council? Or are they too stuck in their ways?
Do I look like an Usundid politician? There's a reason I spend most of my time as far from civilization as possible.
Well, I'd vote for you, dearie. Only to see you squirm. Looks like we'll have to find another way through.
This is the place.
I think we've found Sapadal's home.
Yeah.
Right, what's a tame? A Everybody all right?
Looks easy when you do it. I think this is the only way down. After you. Cannonball! Child's play. Walk like a dog.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I see the disciple has found his way into the cell.
No. We know this voice, this presence, sneering at us through our prison bars.
I culled your rot from this land before. I will do it again. And is. You carve lands into petty. You question our
Out.
Look at this place. A quagmire of your Paris. Can you even begin to grasp the forces that you tamper with? Apparently, I must. Do you think you're special? Do you believe you can hold when even the collective fury of the real gods could only confine the Who else would have?
It is true. She twists the knife.
In time, the gods felt the wretched power. Its madness would consume us all. Chaos is a blight. A pity that its followers, the poor godless, worshipping the... We could not excise the rot and spare. A regrettable consequence of an... I have no time for the lamentations of heretics.
Why does our prison not protect us? Help!
Listen to its tantrum. Adir is the only thing holding back the tide of... Then they will keep applying the rod until it understands. But there is still time. Face your false god and end its reign of terror. Very well. I cannot, but I will not stand by and watch you. You should have thought more carefully before you let this be a
I have nothing to say. That was insane.
I never thought I'd learn of the Godless's fate from their killer. Actual working magfolk? It isn't looking like it, is it?
Well, that was fun. What is that? I know that place, right? Oh no. No. Why is this? Gods. I can't. What's happening here?
This is the moment I found you, bundled and crying, while our parents died.
Viate. You're not here. You can't be here.
I am dead, Viate, from the Dream Scourge. We are in the garden. As strange as this seems, it is normal here.
Ianku. Viate. I left you be...
And I found you.
You? No.
I can't be certain of that.
I have faced this already. Why force me to do it again? Then for the god's sake, what is it?
You know where we are. This is my memory. How much of this do you remember?
Oh, not much. I only remember fear.
Sapadal wants to understand. They know your envoy,
I can't do this, Ianku.
and that's why you're here, Nimdut. You can't face a god with, even when we were children, You kept me alive, first by needing my when you left Solace. It was like
You kept everything a secret from me. All that... Protect me from what? You handled it just fine.
Did I? Look at me. Name a...
I... never realized...
I feel strongly that there...
Easier said than accepted, Viate. I don't know. I can't...
I understand that, Viate. I'm glad to hear it. Mario...
Don't listen to him, Envoy. If he knew any...
Get out of here. Hike up your waistline.
Well, it was... good to see you, Viate. Even with all this.
Take care of my little friend, Envoy. He needs you more than he'll say.
Moves, I'm going to jump straight up and start running. Arms up!
On seek!
cairn. What's that doing here?
This room. It looks just like Thomas. Tama. No. No. I dealt with this. We stood at his memorial together. What is this, Envoy? This is your god's prison, not mine. I can't focus on his face. His features keep blurred. Then what am I looking at? I know it's him, but I don't recognize him as the Tama I knew. It's like he keeps changing in front of me. Does that make sense? That's the problem. I used to remember his face so clearly from that night. He was in pain, but trying to hide it. I see everything. All his moments at once. Joy, sadness. Everything from the handful of years that I knew him and the decades before. He's almost a stranger. Yeah, all this time I kept him frozen in his worst moment. But now that I see him, it's like he's... You're right. It's like you said. I'm not letting I won't make that mistake again. Me too. I never thought I'd meet someone I respect. But you've made some tough calls, and you've kept your head. So whatever comes next. Now let's go find this god of yours and end it. When we reach them, what do you think we'll find? They've certainly suffered enough. Let's end this.
Take a moment, people.
Seek!
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? Or am I going mad? What is the meaning? It can't be real. This is an illusion. A joke. I hate it. Why am I cursed to see this again? They have a sick sense of whoever is responsible. I'm tired of the bullshit.
Godlike of Sapadal, long have we...
Finally, you...
How is this not the strangest thing that has happened?
Oh my gods. How?
Giada Castel, welcome.
Wait, you know me?
For centuries, our whispers filled the silence.
My mother?
She reached out to us, using the tool you...
But that would have been years ago. The first time she used the
We heard, and Sapadal answered.
But when Sapadal speaks, the living lands trembles.
No. What exactly happened to my parents?
Sapadal wanted to be heard, and in so doing...
Sapadal does not know the limits of their...
Mistakes were made? Do you...
After the incident, your parents were like us, and we took pity.
In the end, they thought only of you.
That's it. That's really it. I don't hold you responsible. Your god has the intelligence of a scatterbrained goat. I know they are. My mother and father would not have wanted this. A good animancer. Indulge me a moment. One final question, spirits. What is this? Why? What is it you want?
Well, that was 4 questions, but...
We want to apologize on Sapadal's behalf.
They want to apologize. I came to... Azir said that... Damn it. Sapadal has been trapped here for millennia. Alone. Confused. When they heard the voice of a stranger, how can I hold that against you?
Thank you, Giada. And thank you...
The time has come for you to find your patron. May the living lands receive you with open arms.
Goodbye. We need to talk about this, but not here.
Give her space, dearie. Giada will speak more when she's ready.
This place would be peaceful if it wasn't so dangerous.
To see all this in its heyday, in its full splendor. Well, It's funny. I don't think I've ever seen an Akedan building like that, but it looks familiar. We can take a look, can't we?
always a weird sort of quiet on the eve of battle. Seems like a good time to gather our thoughts and...
Right. This seems like a...
Though it's hard enough to tell what's real here without...
Sounds like you're nervous.
I'm feeling all kinds of ways. Anxious.
I feel it as well. It is all...
Let's take this in for just a moment. Against all odds, we've survived. When we first met, I didn't... But then, I saw how you handled that dream thrall there. Shook off your own death. And then, you confronted your own kill. It takes a special kind of strength to stay your hand in a...
I didn't know much about you at that point. You were traveling with Kai and you died.
I remember your calm. How you listened to my shouting match with the governor. And when they burned my home, you gave me another one. A sink I'll never forget.
You were my hero right away. You rescued me from those sporelings. You got my priceless vase.
And now look at you. Look at us. Quite a lot, as it turns out.
Not to raise the sails before the anchor, but we left trouble in our wake. If we make it out of here, it won't be to a living...
Just this once. Could we forget about the rest of the living lands?
If we can't take a moment to ourselves on a floating island outside reality, then I don't know where we can.
Right. We could all use some beauty rest. We'll want to look our bed.
Before we turn in for the night, I'd like a word in private.
Sleep well. Tomorrow we finish this together.
All this time, I thought my parents died in a freak accident. And in a way, they did. But it wasn't generous? Perhaps. Until I knew this whole experience has me considering my family's... Look at what my mother accomplished. Armed with her reason, when you speak to a god, it's nothing. Barely a reflex. But no animancer can live up to that. I thought their legacy was a curse, and I could only break it by completing their work. I suppose I have been all this time. One thing is certain. When it comes to animancy, I need to unlearn some of my old assumptions. I wanted to tame the spirit of the living lands. Now, there's so much about it I don't... Perhaps. As long as no one gets in my way. I believe the power flowing out of the garden drove this island mad. That has to end. Through animancy, we could help the living lands recover. It would take a lifetime. Then again, who am I to interfere with an On the other hand, half the fun of animancy, I think I know what I want. But there are too many I have a lot of catching up to do, and plenty of room. So be it. Starting today, I don't have to live up to anyone's example. I know they would be. And not just because some ancient plan. Now I just have to decide which field of research to pursue. I've only got one lifetime as Giada Castel. Hey, you helped me through a very...
If anyone's gonna lead the way for animancy, I can't think of a better fit than you.
Schemes in the dark. The sulfur scalds. The rushing stir. We smell danger. Beast of treachery smells you. It's a sword for a settlement, The scorpion promises to protect. Rose today, thorn tomorrow. Another time, a hidden strike, a bond bleed. Have your hands known this? An oak everlasting. What a certain spring. The storm blows, others fall. What good is a vow if it can... Trust. We have learned much.
Marius, dear. How are you feeling?
I'm alright. Good to see an old friend, you know? Is this where your god friend sleeps? I assume we'll have to break this barrier somehow.
Safe to assume that the large glowing door is part of Sapadal's prison? Now, we'll just have to get past it. Get off me!
Nice job, everyone.
Seems like we've drawn a crowd.
Come at last. You are so small. Then steps. A voice. Now. The rot. We feel it festering. Your dream scourge will end We were innocent once, but the other gods imprisoned us, left us. But you are here now. You found us. There is little time. The Strangler is close now. We feel her wire. The fist! Her wolves defile the city on the shore. Blood. The people's cries ring in our... She pierces us now. Now! A spark. Wait. The essence bends here. You can reach her. Will the god... Breathe. Focus. We were everything. We could run, leap in the water, flourish. We mourn our past. We only seek peace now. A chance to regrow. We trust you. You met death. You taught us. We saw how you would fight. Give us peace. We want a chance to change. Do you think we have learned? We deserve more than this prison. Or do you have no more mercy for us than you did for the bear? Yes. We asked what you would do with an animal that sickened after a fight. Do you more than anything? Treat us as you would the bear. Grant the time. End our pain. Give us peace. Send, clear the fog. We were so blind, so lost. We feel bright. We will grow. We will remember you.
Andra's depths.
It's paradise. But what happened?
Are we back in Dawnshore? Already?
This is Sapadal's doing. I'm certain of it. We'll have time for that later.
Are you seeing this?
Looks like the war already started.
Marius, vines don't usually get...
Based on their growth and size, it's...
Hey, at least you didn't let...
Who knows if the garden affected time, or merely our perception of time?
It's like how a body fights an infection. The fever gives you strange dreams that...
Look at this place. It feels like we're still in the dream. Those are more your people's ships in the harbor, and steel garrote banners past the...
Even Rain Cream is here. Perhaps we'll get to...
I think I see Elia as well.
The Blessed Wardens are here too. That conflict we've been trying so hard to prevent started without us.
It's who strikes last that...
The Steel Garrote have been itching for a fight this whole time. This would have happened...
Before we go, what happened back there?
I'm not sure. That's...
It's a relief that the Dream Scourge won't be a problem. Time will tell,
After all this time, they're free.
We've cured the land, and we've even freed a caged god. All in all...
Kid and God entwine. The flower shape.
We should take a look. See if we can get ahead of whatever storm...
People seem to be gathering west of here. Whatever's happening, let's be a...